Hello Aries, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This is your general reading, Aries, for the time between the end of September and the 5th of October, okay? I'm recording these videos, it's Monday, I think the 17th is the day, I don't know. But it's Monday, so I'll post these Tuesday or Wednesday this week, and I'll put the date on for that. Okay, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much for viewing and supporting and liking and subscribing. Don't forget that your for those people that haven't yet viewed, your September love readings are still available to view on my channel. And whilst I've been shuffling and meditating beforehand, before I turn the camera on, there's been a lot of jumping cards all about love. Wow. And as I say that, look, for some of you, there really is a new beginning in love. These cards were all love cards that were coming out when I was shuffling before I started, and look what's just fallen out. So if you haven't seen your the love readings for September, either for your moon sign, rising sign, sun sign, check those out, okay? I've also got my astrology video for September, which is fabulous, darlings, and check that out, actually. We talk about Venus in there as well, and Venus square Mars, and obviously the full moon and the new moon, and keep an eye out on this week as well. If you've not subscribed already, please subscribe, okay? Because there's going to be some new content coming out. The cards are ready though, they want to speak to you. The first three cards are for this, as I said, the end of September. The next three are for the first week in October. The first card is going to represent the universal energy. So what is the universe trying to teach you at this time, okay? And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. The second card is representative, is what is coming toward you this week or your potential challenge toward the end of September, at the end of September. And the third card represents the outcome or the experience for you, okay? And that's the same for the following week as well, okay? So universal energy, what the universe is trying to teach you, what is coming toward you or your potential challenge, and your outcome and experience. And there's two that want to come out. There's another one. I'll put that there, and we'll pull that. It might be for that card, but it might not be. Okay, is that it? They're ready. Okay, my darling. So the first card for you, what the universe is trying to teach you at this time, between the dates of now and the end of September, is this energy of the Knight of Pentacles. This is a card related to the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's specifically related to Taurus actually as well though. But this is an energy of healing, and it's an energy of slow progress. I call this card no stone left unturned, because what we experience with the Knight of Pentacles is this absolute focus and attention to details, really looking at the things in our lives that we want to change, that we need to change for our betterment, and moving toward them. It's about uncovering woundings and healing from those woundings, and that could be in relationships, but it's anything that's manifested. So in your work, in your finances, financial karma is a thing, and for some of you, you might be working through a financially karmic cycle. The rest of these cards will tell us though. This card wants to come out actually to clarify the Knight, and it's the High Priestess. So there's this is a card of intuition. I love, one of my favorites, number 2, High Priestess. She guards against the underworld, if you will, i.e. our internal emotions, okay? But it seems that some of you have been doing some work. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the essence that some of you have really been working hard this month, Aries, in order that you can understand your own woundings and the things that you feel you want to improve or need to improve. You're starting to listen to yourself. And I always say that, you matter, and how you feel matters. So don't dismiss it. You've got to reflect on those things. And this is what this card is saying. It's like there's things within, there's things maybe coming toward you, or that you're going toward, that maybe you're being pulled in a specific direction, being asked by the universe to look at your healing and the things that you need to overcome. The Knight of Pentacles could obviously be a person, again, an earth sign of those signs, specifically related to Taurus, but it could be any of the signs. but we're not really focused on love in this reading. The next card is what is coming towards you, or your potential challenge for the month of until the end of the month of September. So this is the King of Swords. So if this is someone coming towards you, this could be a sorry, I've got to, before I say that, something else wanted to come in. This is someone's boss. For some of you, this is your boss, and the challenge coming towards you is a very direct conversation that they want to have with you. And I think for some of you, when I talked about financial karma a second ago, I think that some of you are in a situation, many of us are this month, and this is what the September astrology video talks about. It talks about the things that, the judgment that we're facing this month. We're really looking at the motivations behind our actions, what has motivated us and driven us to be in the situations that we are. And for some of you, there could have been discord at work, in the workplace. That's for sure. There's a card that wants to come out. I think it's this one. There might have been discord in the workplace, and coming towards you, we've got some clarity, some truth. It could be a conversation that you have with a boss. This obviously could also represent any earth sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but earth energy is about our thoughts, our minds, our communication, and our consciousness, our awareness, okay, our awareness, and how we communicate. So that's why we say it's a card of truth. It's about applying logic. It's about speaking from that place of logic, of reason, of understanding. And that could be something that some of you might decide, some of you will decide to leave your jobs, or might be thinking about leaving your jobs. You've been going through something, Aries. Some of you this month have been going through something, which is, as I said, if you've not checked out the September astrology video, check it out, because it explains in there that because of the astrological influences, Saturn direct in Capricorn, Venus square Mars, the new moon on the 9th, because of these things, the Virgo new moon, because of these things, we're being asked to have done this work, the work of the Knight of Pentacles. And some of you are doing that work, and you've come to an understanding of what has motivated you, of what has got you in the position that you are now in. You've come into that understanding and that awareness, or you are moving toward that clarity. This is the outcome or the experience for the rest of September. Okay. But some of you have come into that awareness, and for some of you there will be changes. In fact, the Tower card fell out as well, I'm sure. For some of you, there could be changes. You could be deciding to leave your job. You could say you could speak your truths to your boss, or that your boss could speak a truth to you, and that could you might say, do you know what, I'm out. So this is the outcome. We've got the Magician. So this is saying that potentially any situation that's dissatisfactory right now, you've got the ability to turn into a positive. You've got the ability, there's a card that wants to come out. You've got the ability to, I think it's just this one on the top. No, it's not. It's this one, randomly. It's these two. You've got that one's to say that. You've got it within you to turn any situation into a positive, to change your situation for the better. And the reason you can do that is because of the work you've been doing, or that you will do, regarding what is it that I want? Why am I in the position that I am in? Am I happy in this job? Am I happy working for this company? Why do I stay here if I'm unhappy, if I'm dissatisfied? Well, for some of you, you won't be staying. You'll be realizing. You'll be recognizing that. You'll be recognizing that the fact that you're dissatisfied is important, and you're going to do something to change it. That's how it's going to be for some of you. This energy, again, we've got 1 and 2. We've got 1, the Magician. We've got 2, the High Priestess. So this is about balanced decisions as well. But also, as I said, the ability to create the type of life and existence that you want. There we go. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, so this is good fortune coming in. But again, it's auspicious, this card. It's about, it signals to us that something's going to change, and something will change. Something is going to. For some of you, you will leave your jobs. You will have an argument. You will Tell your boss what you really think, and that will change your relationship for the better, for the more positive. Whatever you want to, this wants to come out now. Yeah, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you even if, and for some of you there will be, so there might be that type of King of Sword. This for some of you is your boss, and it means that you have to speak your truth to your boss, or your boss might come and say something to you, and you might just say, do you know what, this is what, I don't care if you're my boss, whatever. You're going to speak, obviously, rationally and calmly, but you're going to be clear about, this is unacceptable, boss, how you're treating me or what you're expecting of me. And I'm not prepared to do this anymore. And that could mean a change of situation and circumstance in the workplace, i.e. moving on to another job, or it could just mean the situation improves for you and for everybody else at the workplace because of this conversation. This is coming. For some of you, it's toward, as I said, the end of September, the rest of September. So think on that. Whatever look at the outcome though. Look at the cards, how positive it is. So if those people who have made a change or thinking about making a change in work, potentially in relationships as well, really do it. Go for it, because this is your outcome with the Sun card. This is a card of expansion, of growth, of happiness, and of being comfortable and content with your choices and with who you are and with what you can offer and with your self-worth. This does want to come out, actually. Yeah, feeling, that's basically what I've just described. The Queen of Wands is basically what I just described. Feeling that confidence. And this is your sign. This is your energy. This is you, Aries. You're fire. This is fire. And so the outcome is you feeling strong, feeling committed to the things that you want, feeling able to passionately talk about the things that you want and lay out what you feel without it becoming counterproductive. Okay, so it's going to be something that's going to work out for the better for you. Okay, this is what's coming up. This is what you're going towards then going into October. Okay, this first week of October up until the 5th, we've got the 7 of Wands, and this is the energy that the universe is trying, this is what the universe is trying to teach you at this time in this position. So the universe is trying to teach you to stand up for yourself, to recognize the situation that you are in, the challenge of that. Are you happy? Are you going to remain there? You fight for it. This is a card. Number 7s are challenges, and this is saying you've got to stand up to any abuse in the workplace, any if you feel strongly in that way, or any sort of unfair treatment, anything, if you feel that you've been unfairly treated. Again, you've got to resonate with this energy of the Queen of Swords and with the King of Swords, Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. The King of Swords is about taking action. It's masculine, so it's action, so it's acting on that clarity, that understanding, that logic and that reason. And this is standing up for that, standing up for it, standing up for the things that you want. So this is what the universe is trying to teach you as we go into October. The next card that wants to come out, there's another card that wants to come out, actually. It's this one. The next card is the 6 of Swords. So for some of you, you will obviously achieve this balance. I mentioned balance because we had the 1 and the 2. The Empress usually comes after that for me, doesn't it? And it is the harvest moon, actually, on the 25th of September, the harvest full moon. So we're going to be achieving balance. We're going to be standing in our own truths, or you are, and you're going to achieve this balance. This is a card of wisdom gained. This is a card of wisdom gained, and now because of that experience, I can feel more confident. I can be more decisive. I can move on from the situation that wasn't dissatisfactory, or the mind frame, or the attitude, or the perspective that I had that was dissatisfactory. You're moving on from that. This is what's coming towards you, or your potential challenge. So it might be a challenge for some of you to let things go, or to even understand the importance and significance of the experiences that you've been facing. But there's definitely movement and change. Again, we've got the Chariot. We've got another 7. Chariot's major arcana. So this is, again, balance, masculine and feminine, i.e. masculine being movement, being action orientated, and feminine being about listening to how you feel, about recognizing how you feel, about understanding your emotions, about thinking about or feeling, what does that teach me? How do I feel now I've made that decision? That's what the difference between the masculine and the feminine is. And there's a balance here. So that means that if you do decide to move on, people might think, oh, she's leaving a job or he's leaving his job. You know, it's a very rash decision. It isn't a rash decision. It isn't a rash decision. It's a balanced decision. And it's one that the universe is clearly, with all these major arcanas coming in, saying, do it. You've got the Magician. You've got the Sun. You've got the Chariot. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. You've got the High Priestess. These are cards of spirit, all cards of spiritual growth, spiritual enlightenment, finding your path, finding your personal power, connecting with that, acting on that. You're not being afraid anymore. You're not afraid anymore. You're not. And good, you shouldn't be. Okay, last card, again, outcome or experience. So this is going to be, for some of you, a big couple of weeks. Outcome or experience. Well, this is the Moon card. We've got the Sun and the Moon. Again, we've got this balance of energies. We've got the masculine. Wow, you know, I'm gonna take this action. I'm gonna move in this direction. I feel happy. I feel like free. I feel like I've been living my truth. You know, I'm gonna tell everyone. You know, I'm gonna show the world who I am. I'm gonna stand firm. What I want you to do also, when you do that and you're saying that to the world, and yes, I'm gonna leave this job, or yes, I'm gonna do it. I want you to still listen to how that makes you feel. Taking actions like this that open us up, related to our third chakra, our solar plexus, taking those type of actions is brave. You've also got to reflect on how you feel, the vulnerabilities you feel, the weaknesses that you feel, if you felt inadequate before. Why didn't you do this sooner? Why did you do this job for 19 years? Why have you been doing it for 19 years when you didn't like it in the first year? So reflect on that, the feelings, the emotions, the things beneath the surface. You know, we've got a huge amount of movement in your reading, and it's about a break, a complete sort of breakthrough, Aries, for some of you. And I feel like you go for it. Go for it, because I tell you what, the universe doesn't give cards like this for nothing. Oh, this can be a thumbnail. The universe doesn't give cards like this for nothing. You know, you've got it within you. You've got